Hmm, is it working? Well, since I opened this, I guess it is okay if we look a bit through over here. How many men we have lost so far in the struggle? Well, until now we have the least amount of casualties. So that's interesting. Anyway, I forgot the intro. Hi guys and welcome back to some more To End All Wars. Episode 4 I think. We are still trying to do things and I think it's time to actually get serious this time. We are in early December 1914 and I've been playing a lot of time. I've been playing like until now like sort of blind. I didn't know what to do. Maybe made some mistakes, probably made a lot of mistakes, but never mind. But as I'm starting to understand this game, it's finally time to start to get serious. Um, we won over here in Togo. I just trying to remember what happened the last time because I haven't played in such a long while. We have finally lost Mombasa, and we have a new helmet and uniform available. But yeah, basically this episode is going to be a lot of strategic redeployments. That's how I like to sort of call them. So in case we're only going to spend like 2 turns this episode. So yeah, probably it's going to be like that because I want to reorganize everything. Up until now it was like sort of the war is going to be short. And actually it's very interesting that that's how it happened. Like in real life, many thought that the war will be short and that everybody will be home by Christmas, but after 1915, the true face of the war became clear. So yeah, we'll start off with a diplomacy screen as the Ottoman Empire joined the Central Power sites. That means our new ambassador, our only ambassador, is now ready, and we're going to send him ahead and to work on Italy right away. Oops, I forgot that it's drag and drop. See, I haven't played this game in such a long while. There's already an ambassador from the Central Powers working in Italy, so at least ours will sort of keep it in check. Now there will be like many what they are called there are many decisions that we'll be able to take like next year that will slowly swing Italy into our side. So hopefully we'll get them sure enough. With the United States, I finally understood why they are such heavily aligned towards the what they'll call the Central Powers from the beginning, because the thing is that they are coded to be pro-Entente. There will always be pro-Entente, and this means that they will move 1% towards Entente each turn without us doing anything. So I guess the reason why they started so towards Central Power is that they wouldn't join the Entente way too early than it happened historically, and yeah, sort of makes sense from a game point of view, but historically not so much. In Greece, there is apparently, yeah, we sent a diplomat in here and it's slowly working. We will need to get Greece as well. In Bulgaria, we'll also send one to like sort of keep it neutral. It's slowly aligning towards the central power, but it's like, oof, it will become pro-central next turn, which is certainly not good. We'll also send one in Romania, which is, sort of doing its stuff over here and there. Agricultural aid. They're still at pro and 10 by 1%, and that's always good. Central Powers apparently sent a diplomat into Holland or Netherlands. They're actually called Netherlands, but Holland is a province in Netherlands. Yeah, never mind. And we also have our own diplomat in Belgium, which is also countered by their own diplomat there. So not doing much. Also notice that Portugal is pro Entente and has like 89% alignment with the Entente, and that means that they'll probably going to join our side fairly shortly, probably next year, which is actually faster than it happened historically. So we might not even need a diplomat there, or if the other side will put a diplomat, then we'll get another country like sort of free of influence. That's that with the diplomat. Also notice that it's here where you can actually recruit new generals, grant concession, change government, or print state funds. Not really sure about this. I see that the others have started printing state funds. We still have some funds and we're also gaining them, so not going to go printing them yet, but I'm might going to have to resort to that because there will be a lot of recruitment this turn. Now, starting with the Colonial map boat because it's a little bit easier to read, we have sent this fleet to take this German colony over here. We are going to Higashifushimi fleet. We're going to go ahead and order fleet bombardment in support of the of our troops and order distant unload. They're going to unload over here, and hopefully this time they will not like sort of go ahead and just not take it. We're going to go and tell them to go full assault, all out attack. The Japanese have lots of forces. I mean, I don't know. I'm actually considering the possibility of bringing the Japanese on the European front. They have so much forces over here that they will just stay idle, and not to mention the fleet. They have just a gigantic fleet. So yeah, that might be an option. That might certainly be an option. For example, the June's fleet, I could already send it, and yeah. But that will have to wait. That will have to wait for now. These are sort of staying over here now. For the Bismarck Islands, the Australian Entente corpses are still staying here, still like sort of doing the occupation. It's currently 60% in under military control of the Western Entente. It's going to stay a few more turns just to gain like sort of full control. In the meanwhile, the actual New Zealand army will hopefully get ready. And from what I noticed, the units that have that are fixed on the turn for like permanently or like have gigantic amount of turns until they become active. That means that these forces are destined to like sort of defend. They are like sort of garrison forces. So for example, I'm going to move this guy over here. So we have two forces like sort of defending New Zealand. I can move George Campbell. Sort of weird name. But I'm going to move George Campbell to lead this unit, which has an artillery brigade, some units, and Zag division, which I'm going to go ahead and load them onto the fleet. And I'm going to go ahead and tell them to set sail for the coast, because as soon as the Bismarck, the occupation of the Bismarck Island are completed, they are going to join the fleet, and I'm going to go ahead and tell them to join the front on Egypt. Actually, yeah, the Ottoman Empire did join the war, and they have not shown any forces yet. Although, yeah, they have shown over here, but over here we do have a few defenses in Yemen, hopefully enough. But yeah, in Egypt we don't have that many forces, which will mean that we'll need to get more reinforcement, and we cannot sort of recruit locally. At least I cannot find any button that does so. So we'll have to do something. We'll sort of stay defensive for now. Also, I'm going to order this unit to go ahead and join this one because this one has no command and see just a gigantic penalty. I don't know why I separated them. Must have been some sort of mistake. But here is the commander and actually has like a communication unit, a field hospital, and a general supply. Definitely, he must go there. I'll actually tell him to like move by rail. And yeah, hopefully these guys will like sort of hold the Suez Channel or channel in whatever until the more reinforcements arrive. Moving on to the Indian army, or more to say like just a gigantic pile of soldiers. Can't really call that an army. I'm going to go ahead and reorganize this army over here because I want to send them actually in Kuwait and attack the Ottoman Empire through what is current day Iraq. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Have lots of fleet over here. Have the New Delhi garrison. So we're going to take ahead all these units that are like sort of fixed. Technically, this will mean all the infantry units, but I believe if we reorganize them, it will work again. There you go, all of them over here. And now we only have like this command corps. So I'm wondering if we like separate one of the command corps. Let's say this guy, for example, we sort of put him separate. Did I send him somewhere? Or oh, I accidentally put him on the transports. No, I didn't want to do that. I just want him to like I don't know if they understand, but eh, sort of like this. Hmm. They are permanently, these guys are permanently fixed. However, these guys are not. So I think that if we like sort of organize them, they will be unfixed. And definitely we cannot keep like only command squads on one squad, so we'll have to deal with that. Or maybe we can leave them here. Let's see if I can. How can I like sort of drag him? I know I just want to drag him outside. If you there you go. You just have to drag him outside of the army. And let's say if I, for example, put these guys, this will be an Entente corpse. It should work, but I guess we'll wait a little bit more. But in the meanwhile, we can like sort of transport these guys, which apparently are working. This command units doesn't necessarily mean that they're only the general. They also have like their own sort of guards, so they can also fight. And there's also some cavalry, so I'm going to go ahead and load them up. There's also the East Indies squad. I'm going to like combine because I don't know what kind of fleet the Ottomans have over here. They might have, so it's better not to risk it. Take them over here, tell them to set sail for the Persian Gulf. Can we like continue? Yeah, over here. I guess it will do it once they get there. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe. Hmm. I guess we'll wait for the next turn. There's no rush. I mean, we can take things steadily and slowly. Where like the intent, basically, we don't have to force anything. We just need to like starve the Germans out. As long as we maintain the blockades everywhere. I'm using this other colonial map over here. Eventually they will starve out. Hopefully the Russians can hold out for that long. In the meanwhile, over here, we finally lost Mombasa, although they still haven't fully occupied it yet. It's going to take a while until they do. We have had an uprising in South Africa, which is less than ideal, but we're going to wait. We're not going to move out just yet because the uprising and all that. But we're going to wait, quell the uprising with the army, and then next turn we're going to attack again. We finally moved in the fleet in order to bombard. So Southwest Africa is currently blockaded and they can only get supplies like through Portugal, which if it goes pro-Entente, then this colony will be completely blocked off and we are going to take it. Leopoldville, Belgium, never mind, they don't really want to join us, I don't blame them. Going to go ahead and tell these guys to attack this sort of there's only a supply unit over here. I hope there's only the supply unit. I'm going to go ahead and tell him on offensive posture. We're still in friendly territory and that's no problem. Hope the British and the French, hope they can cooperate. These guys are the guys who remain like in the garrison, sort of. We can like combine them and form the garrison. So this guy is permanently fixed. This is like the actual garrison. This guy will stay and defend the colony until the end, you know. While the other guys will can be unfixed, and I guess I'll use them to, I don't know, just attack. Although this it has such a huge penalty. There's like way too many forces over here. So I'm going to go ahead and leave like let's see, Division Marine, Royal African Corps. I'm going to take one of those Nigerian rifles. I wonder which one is better between these two. Can we find out from here? They don't have full cohesion, eh? And also, there's like so firepower, assault, range, initiative. Whoa, what's that? And this one, I think they're sort of the same. Well, I'm going to take one of them. I'm going to let them over here. Alright. They're still way over the force limit, but I guess we'll need a new general over here. Or we could just, send them back to over here. In the meanwhile, we have the Canadian force getting ready. Also, there's French forces in Madagascar. Forgot about that. I hear some buzzing noise for some whatever reason, but oh, they're fixed. Yeah, so these ones will just stay in Madagascar for now, but we could potentially use them. Oh yeah, let's not forget, let's send the French fleet to blockade in Togo. Also order them to bombard right away. We could actually split them and block both Togo and Cameroon, but I'm not sure if the Germans have any fleet in the entirety of Africa, so we'll just play it safe for now. Still, Togo will be like completely cut off. I guess they can cross into Cameroon through like harsh African terrain, or maybe not. I mean, yeah, Nigeria has access, so no, there's Togo will be completely cut off. We're going to take care of that. Meanwhile, the Canadian Expeditionary Force, it's time for you guys to get into the European front. Um, over here somewhere. There you go. You're going to get all the way and you'll be deployed on the European front. We finally get some Canadians in the action. Hell yeah. We are also transporting the Welsh forces over here. One more thing before I go to the Western Front, which is actually the most important front, is that I want to reinforce the blockade and the protection in the Mediterranean fleet, as well as the amount of forces in Egypt. So we're going to do something. Might be stupid, but I'm going to send ahead the force of Malta to join the Egyptian forces. So they still have quite enough defenses and fort batteries. I mean, I don't think they would really go ahead and assault the Austro-Hungarians to assault Malta. I think that would be crazy even for them. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to split the Mediterranean fleet into half. One half I'm going to send and join the Gibraltar fleet into the blockade, and the other half will, with the transports, they will first drop off the Maltan force, and then will join the Mediterranean shipping box to protect trade. So let's see how we do this. We'll need one of the guys. This guy could work just as well. And we're going to give him like the biggest ships together with the the transports. There they are. Actually, I wonder how much capacity does 140. So that means like if we go like that, will it? Apparently, just one transport ship is enough. That's really interesting. They have quite some capacity. So we're going to go ahead and tell them to drop off in over here, and then the remaining of the fleet will go ahead and join over here. Meanwhile, we can finally reorganize these forces. So this guy is permanently fixed. That means that I will just leave him to the fortification of Oran. So now we can finally move this army that I wanted to bring from Algeria on the Western Front like fucking since August, and now it's early December. So we're going to get the Entente army. I guess this is Entente army fucking 24. I don't know. There's so many Entente armies. Should get a proper name, but yeah, we're going to get them and move them right about over Toulon. Or over here. Yes, it works. I would like a city that like sort of doesn't have any forces, so I can not at least one. Really? Oh, I just wait. Oh, fleet. Jeez. Okay, we're going to get them there, and then the forces will actually sort of drop off afterwards. Now there was this problem. I'm going to go ahead and say it from now. The thing is with the recruitment that you don't really see. I guess this is the new units all the way down. Is no longer valid. Element next accepted. Alignment. Diplomatic aid. Wait, shouldn't this be like only the replacement and new units? There we go. So the thing is that the new unit that you recruit, they do not appear like these sort of armies with their flag. They sort of remain in the city, like this or like this. For example, this guy, this guy, for example, is one of the units that I've recruited. But without doing that, I simply have no idea that it's there. So I'm going to need to keep this thing open to see whenever I'm recruiting new stuff. I guess I'm still currently recruiting some stuff. Let's actually check out on the war production. See, they're actually one turn away to some recruitment in South Africa, in Africa, and London, and England, and so on. Yeah. So now we just sort of have to find where I recruited any units or simply just bring them along and just tell them all to join the front. Yeah, this will be a lot of work. And finally, this has not been the best idea. They actually had to stay separated, so oof, this will take a while to sort of unseparate. You two and you two, and each one of them will have like an escadron de train. There you go. These guys are permanently fixed, so they're going to remain in the garrison. These are permanently fixed, they will remain in the garrison together with the munitions. So these are finally movable together with these smaller corpses. Corpses I mean corpse of army, not actual dead people. Okay, got that joke out of the way. So I guess we can move them and have them join somewhere over here. There's this artillery piece over here, so I'm going to go ahead and tell them to join. Let's move these guys into the garrison together with the munitions. So yeah, you will move there, join with the artillery force. The other Entente corpses, I'm not entirely sure what to do with them. Wait, oh, did I just... Ah, frightening. I meant to tell just this guy, I meant to tell the entire... Uh, there you go, and this will move. There you go, finally. Finally I done something right. So yeah, will be a few forces that will sort of go over here. I would like these guys to, if possible, hold their lines against these just really scary German armies. Can you do sort of defense, defend and retreat? How about just regular defense? We did have quite a superior army over here, but I think we just sort of messed it up. They just are way over the command limit. So we'll just have to separate them, unfortunately. French army, which contains also the British Expeditionary Force, and also there's this French army, which is actually just the garrison. Doesn't make any sense, but well, whatever. Let's see. We're going to split. I'm not sure if you have units from different countries together, if they sort of affect the cohesion. You know, I guess nobody spoke English back then, so especially not the French. Jeez. So I'm going to go ahead and separate the two armies. You go over here, you over here. Let's yeah, it's over the limit. Okay, let's bring this guy back. So much over the limit, jeez. Still over the limit by like 4%. Okay, corpse. The army, you'll be separate. They're fine. Oh, they're a bit too little. Can we move like another guy over here? There you go. Actually, just slightly over. How about an engineer? There you go. So this is one army. The rest will go like over here in this corpse. Can we move like hopefully another engineer? Apparently the engineers do not take that much, or at all. How about field hospital? Oh, neither do they. Okay, signals brigade. We could use some of those things as well. Actually, the munitions should be like for the army with the... Oops, they're not meant to go away. Get back here. They're not meant to combine you either. This will take a while. Too bad there's no control Alt and Control Z. Alright, finally completely organized over here. The two French armies and the British one, which is still named French army. Oh, the irony. Okay, could you guys possibly hold a defensive line? I mean, you have completely superior forces. You should be able to hold out against this German army. They suffered defeat and that's why they are like not doing very well. But once they recover, they should be able to wage their own offensive. Meanwhile, the Armée Française will just stay here and defend. So yeah, we have quite substantial forces. These guys are not doing, we're going to merge them over here. For the Verdun together with the garrison of Verdun can be merged. We have another Entente army over here. Another one over here, but this one also was pushed back. We're having this corps of armies that are... We're going to, I guess, move them all into here. I guess the idea of the corps are to like sort of spread them around into regions that are not having a city, and then with the actual army you just sort of take over the main city or the main fortifications or something like sort of that. We have one of those with a field artillery brigade actually, which would be quite interesting if we could like sort of bring them up closer. We could like sort of merge them, and then once they get to the front, unmerge them, to sort of say like that. I guess we're going to do that just for simplicity's sake. You're going to go, yeah, that works. And you guys, if you could like hold some sort of defense over here, that'll be great. It's so annoying that you have to tell them all. And here's like the third army, Troisième Armée. These are the ultimate badassery over here, with some additional corpses. I don't know, how do you what's the plural of corpse, like army corp? I have no idea. So yeah, all of them on defensive stance. That's all fine and dandy. Finally, I found out that the air units are the only one that can be redeployed, and that's how you move them around without like sort of actually moving them. Kind of stupid. This is a completely active army, but I'm going to let them stay in Paris if things come for the worse. This is the only army which I don't understand why I won't want to move no matter what I do. So these guys will just basically stay in here for the rest of their lives. Yeah, I think it's time to start moving whatever I've recruited to the main armies on the front. Let's start with over here. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. How about John? Here we have one. You will go and join over here. Where's the move by railroad? You, Garden. Nah, I guess we'll keep you. We need to defend Lyon after all. Maybe you not. You are here. You are fixed. You could go, but they're like more of militia, so I guess we'll just merge them and keep them here. Marseille. We could bring them if things come for a wars, but they are more like militia units, and you know, cannon fodder are always good, but I'd rather bring like actual infantry, actual proper infantry. Could if I knew where I've recruited them. Garnison de Poitiers. Um, this is a military division. There you go. So you guys will go and whatever, and join in. And we're also having these guys, which they're quite a lot, a gigantic army over here, which I'm going to keep them here if the Germans eventually decide to attack through Belgium, although from what it appears they might actually try to win Belgium on their side, which is very, very weird. We have two gigantic fleets holding the blockade over here, the Grand Fleet and the Scottish Fleet. Let's see for England what we're doing. We're also trying to recruit there and sort of form some armies over here, here and there. Have this British army with some forces that are sort of trying to get ready. London garrison will also get ready. The Royal Flying Corps headquarters, the RFC. So we're going to make another army. We're going to start building an army here in the south. For example, this is a first division. This is one of those that I actually ordered to recruit. This is a Marine, another one that I've ordered to recruit. These ones cannot move. This I'm going to get the British Army. And yeah, they can't really drop in London and do anything stupid like that because we have, you know, landmines over here. So we're going to bring those this British army over here as well. First Sea Lord. Oh, they're going to stay here anyway. So and the Admiralty. You guys, they have some Royal Armed Corps, so I definitely want to bring them. We'll also bring them over here. Oh, they cannot move yet. I guess this is because of this. They are not yet ready. We're going to take care of them next turn. These are fixed, fixed, fixed. Everybody just doesn't want to move, man. Quite frankly. And also there's the Scottish army that I'm slowly preparing, and I'm going to also bring it to the Western Front. But yeah, this should be this turn. So haven't actually ordered any attacks, but have done quite a few deployments, and we can finally go and click on the next turn button, and hopefully things will be fine. Nothing too dramatically out of the order will happen. Oh my god, they're so approaching war. So Russia, you just don't go into revolution, whatever you do. Also, what's going in? Oh, yeah, because they have kept what they're called. The Austrians also do a plan where they both go like full throttle on the Russians, which is good for us in the beginning, but it's going to turn against us if the Russians just flop and surrender. But yeah, Belgrade is still owned by the Serbs, so that's a good thing. At least we got that going, which is nice. Oops, didn't mean to click that. Here we are back. Jeez, that really sort of scared me. We have this to keep the new units. Oh, and finally, let's see the new political. So we have this new decision that we can implement, and this will gain 50% bonus on infantry tech, but we still haven't started researching yet. And from what I understand, the research will become available next turn, I believe. So yeah, Already land compared to you. Ooh. Does this red thing means bad? I mean, does this mean that they're controlling lots of land? Oh. They have lost, compared to everyone else in this war, we have lost the fewest forces, so the Russians lost the most, as in every war. Then the Central Powers, then us with like, not even close. Also, we also, are these prisoners like that have been taken from us or that we have taken? I believe that we have. Whatever, let's click next turn and I'm going to go ahead and cut the video because as you know it just takes way too long to process the turn. Alright, I believe movement will be starting now. Holy crap, that was an assault and now it's the actual assault coming. They actually do have some forces over here in the colony in China, those Germans. So weird the kind of deployment that these guys put. Could force like a breakthrough deployment or this battle plan counters your current selection. Oh, so if the Germans somehow knew that we are having this plan, they could like counter it. Well, I don't want that. This one could though with cavalry breakthrough. How about your current selection counters this black battle plan? Okay, that's good. How about this one? This one is just pretty standard procedure, and this one is countered by that and a balanced deployment. I'm going to go with massed fire because basically this has no possibility of being countered while they actually have a plan that we could potentially counter against, so might not be the best plan. This is the first time when I'm not going with what the AI says. Well, the Japs have enough forces, so oh, we actually have. Ooh, holy crap! We have such inferior. How did the Germans have that many troops there? Well, that was just a gigantic defeat. Yeah. We did offer some devastating fire. They received defensive bonuses from structures and stuff. Can actually see the entire battle took 6 hours. So all this round basically means 1 hour of fighting. That was some assault from the Japanese, which is kind of amazing, which failed quite dramatically, unfortunately. So we'll have to try again with possibly more forces. Yeah, they have like sort of. They're, my God, how entrenched they are. Number of prisoners taken, captured equipment, percentage of the units inside the city, have ammunition. Oof, that was pretty rough. So I guess we won't be taking that colony anytime soon. Now there's some shifts on the Western Front, and finally the Colonial Front. Hey, hey! We obtained some victory, and someone screamed like right before the actual battle. It was just a 1 hour battle, and it was pretty straightforward. Have suffered more casualties than them, but at least this was a victory. And the Ottomans are so scary over there. My fucking ears! Ah, those German planes are so freaking loud. Didn't they heard about silencers or anything like that? Jeez. Ugh. Any moment should start our actual turn now. And we will be in late December, the final turn of this year. Hell yeah. So, lots of things have been happening. We're gonna go and this time have this thing with units. So let's see. We have lost the Battle of Kyo of Tsundinkao. We're apparently still staying here, which is okay. We are basically besieging that, and we can stay there. We can sort of wait until they run out. Although I'm not sure if we have enough forces. Oof, that's that's a thing. Should should have brought more land forces to take them. And yeah, China is not going to come in and help at any time soon. Could bring in some forces from China or from Hong Kong, but I need to stay there and suppress some rebellions. Don't know when those can happen. Actually, let me check out something real quick. Holy crap, how much I've been recording. Let me just stop and do it again. Alright, we're back. This always happens, but never mind. At least we're still occupying the Bismarck army, like quite successfully actually. Oh, and the New Zealand squad arrived and also like dropped off, which I didn't really want that to happen, but hey, we're going to deal with it. 84%, so basically next turn they were going to be fully occupied, and then we're going to send in the Anzac Corps wherever we want them to go. In the meanwhile, we like could possibly recruit more forces here and there. Those Australians sure want to fight. Oh, here still have some guys that don't really want to fight, but hey, we got these guys ready now. Can we like sort of... There you go. And I think we could go ahead and attack like possibly next turn. Once we disembark, we should be ready. We could blockade this port with our fleet, and yeah. Over here we finally we defeated that army, no problem whatsoever. I guess we could like sort of go ahead and we're not going to take Togo yet because our forces are just way over the command limit, so we're going to send this army over here and reorganize it a little bit. Basically leave some forces behind, like some supplies, and bring something else. I guess now we could also like try an amphibious landing at the same time with the land attack. And actually, that's actually a pretty good idea if you ask me. Bad we don't have enough commanders in the region. We're going to try. What could possibly go wrong? So get these guys ready into a Western Entente detachment, load them into the transports, and bring them to Laos or Togo. Same thing, am I right? These ones are doing well. These ones are doing well. Do we still have an sort of uprising? It says here that they are clear. Uprising clear. Does that mean that they sort of went away? Well, our army is now ready. And we also recruited some extra forces, but they were at the limit, so we're going to go ahead and tell them to march in to Southwest Africa once again, and hopefully the fleet will sustain them and everything will be fine. That should be with the Colonial front. Over here we brought in the new, there you go, the Maltan forces of Malta. Let's go ahead and send them. Not sure how good they are. Holy crap, 48 days. This terrain is absolutely killing us. Just look at that difference. 48 days, and with the railway just 13 days. It's just ridiculous. And we have this army over here. I guess we could slowly push forward. And by slowly, By slowly, I mean just immediately. Oh, there are landmines over here. But they're not over here. Um. Well, these guys can't hold up. There's no Austro-Hungarian fleet, so there you go. I know we're going a bit offensive against the Ottomans, which we shouldn't do, even though we have just a gigantic technological advantage. Not too gigantic, actually, because the Germans also try to like sort of get some stuff into there. Over here we have the fleet that's not has not yet arrived. Wow, that's really that long way? Hmm, interesting. But at least the blockade is hasn't had any serious effect, but it's going well. I mean, we still have just one gigantic fleet holding the blockade, and we'll have even more. The Algerian, have they finally arrived? Yeah, of course I mean the freaking army. Do we have to do a distant unload? Will it work? Weird. Or wait, I think they don't have a port. Wait. How about here? There you go. That was a bit unfortunate for me. So at least there was no attack on the Western Front, which is all good because it is kind of snowy. Although, hello, no snow anymore. There's also weather map mode. So let's see. There's lots of mud. There is snow in or harsh weather or whatever in like mainland France and also in Britain, but apparently in the Central Europe there's just a lot of mud, which is also good in there you go, because they slowed down, I guess, some units and stuff like that. Let's see the units that have been recruited. We have the training of the 2nd Division in London, which is oh, this is alright. Guess I'll be leaving the Marines behind because they don't really want to move for now. I'm going to be moving this British army over to here. What else has been done? I should have checked that before doing anything else. Unit in Southampton, the 3rd Division. Go ahead and merge. Or actually, yeah, that's a port. So let's send no, don't. South Division along with the British army will go over here and join with that army and actually move my rail a bit faster. Cologne Brigade Colonial in Jakarta. I think we already saw that one and even loaded it. Another division. What's that? Oh, how's the weather over here actually? Well, apparently South Africa is muddy. Everything else is jungle. Is that some sort of weather? I don't know. No meteorologist. But we should have enough forces over there to deal with stuff. Regional agencies. So Luxembourg, yeah, they are with the Central Powers. Goddamn Luxembourg. Ah, how dare they betray us? We should declare war on them and just take them over. And the cavalry division, yeah, we already saw that. So that's with the forces, huh? Okay, things are then going very good. We should have landed the Welsh brigade. Can what? Oh, you're kidding, right? One army per turn. I just freaking missed the button again. This one is a port. Well, at least I'm finally getting how things are played, huh? That's good too, I guess. We should probably get more things to protect our trade. I mean, sure, Destroyer and Light Cruiser, they're very good, but maybe more could work. A Dreadnought. Requisition Liners. Channel Fleet. Woo! Hello, sir. Well, I guess this one will transport the fleet over, so not going to use it as of yet. How about over here? Yeah, we have some Western Channel patrol that could go. Okay, so these ones will unload over here. How about the Canadians? This one is a port. I just lost another turn for no reason, but hey, things are going well. Hey, come on, let's not complain about stuff as of yet. I wanted to see the war production. I would like to recruit way more French units right now. That'll be very good if we could do it. Field artillery, it's not nearly necessary. Reserve, no. Actual infantry division I would like. So yeah, go and just recruit whatever. Just wherever you can. And sure, one of those could work. Maybe one engineer brigade, one signals brigade, and one field hospital. And that should work just fine. They will just form a new army. Alright, let's finally see the Western Front. We are currently besieging the Thionville once again. Still have armies that are on the move, haven't yet arrived. We have the Deuxième Armée, or the Second Army, for those who don't know French. Waiting here, we have... Now that's scary, man. Holy crap, how many forces there are. I guess that means 1 million. Well, we're going to keep our guys entrenched. No moving out of there yet. Hold, tell them to go defensive. That means that will probably lose the siege once again, but yeah, they are entrenched as well. See, that was the problem back then. You just could not attack anywhere. They were all the time they were entrenched, and unless you had some sort of way where you could cooperate, both air force and the freaking artillery and the units at the same time. Basically, all that happened is they would assault with lots of forces in some place, and they would just have lots of losses and didn't do much. Let's move on over here. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Going on sort of offensive posture or assault or just defensive, you know, what do I care? This guy are the another 4th army. I'm not sure, doesn't show how much these guys have, so I wouldn't really want to attack there yet. Army Reserve de Lorraine. Yeah, we have pretty strong defensive position, although we could go and attack. That's these 2 combined armies. Let's see, can they attack? Yes, they can. Alright, French army, which are formed by British soldiers, and the Entente army formed by French soldiers. You guys go and assault over here. Both of you. See what you can do. And you guys will move over here to just keep this place, which will become empty as they both assault over here. This army could move and reinforce the additional corps over here. They do not need to merge, they just need to go. I guess that it doesn't matter how we go. Finally, there's this guy over here in Verdun. I guess we'll leave him. Verdun is pretty important. We don't want to lose it. And yeah, that will be it for this turn. How's stuff going diplomatically? Ah, Greece, we're still working. Oh, be very interesting if we get Great Greece this early on in the war. Although they might just take, well, not actually from the Ottoman Empire. They have some technology they could hold on. Central powers in Belgium, and they're just wow. Oh, we're doing well in Romania. Apparently, we have sort of aligned them somewhat, somewhat aligned in Italy as well. Hmm, really interesting. And yeah, Holland, we can't really help that. But hey, Portugal will probably join very, very soon. And the United States are going well. And well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and do one more turn, and then we're going to see what will happen. Wow, the Austro-Hungarians have also pushed into Russian land. This is really scary, guys. I mean, I think the only reason why we are not just getting stomped by the Germans right now is because they're just busy attacking the Russians. That won't last for long. That's what. Oh, I almost forgot that we also have Cyprus. The British held Cyprus back in the day, but apparently we don't have any forces there, so it didn't help us at all. That army is still staying there, but we have some defenses over here. Talking about recruitment, do we have any forces that we could recruit potentially over here, like Arabian division or infantry? Doesn't really seem so. But yeah, that should be it. We are losing some national morale, which is always fine when happens, you know. We could send this garrison of Mar. Oh wait, now here's something where we could use some extra forces. How about you go ahead and reinforce over here? Cannot reach destination, huh? Oh, the transport one, this one. You guys, how about you go and pick up a leader from Morocco? There you go. That way they'll have a leader and they'll be able to fully assault Togo. And yeah, we should be doing well. Can we move these guys over to here, or did I already order them to move? I don't remember. Oh, they just take very long to move, so I guess it would be better to just attack right this way if we could. But they're really out of supply, man. How many? Like that. There we go. Guess we could attack like this, but oh no, there. Let's just take one more turn, and I guess we're going to end this episode the next turn because hell, last turn has been a lot of stuff to do. Oh my god. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, I believe stuff will be happening right about now. Hey, hey! We finally won in Windehawk. I think it's the second time we won, but finally, like, sort of, after a long battle, we finally managed to win here, so probably next time we're going to assault the... Hey! We won again, and not only that we won, but we also suffered way less casualties. So Windhoek is going well. Oh goddammit, another German army there. Ah! I cannot move from Laos for one freaking second. Oh, and they are moving there. Oh. Oh! We won. That's a surprise. 1 hour bell. I guess they were like just exchange some fire. Central powers. Uh-oh. Ooh, they're besieging Yemen. Ah! The Turks, they're besieging Yemen. This is not good. Ah! How can haven't I thought about that? We need to bring the fleet there. We need to bring everything there. The Anzac forces will be brought in Yemen and they'll drive the Turks out. Could really count on the Arabians if they could like do the revolution right about now. And historically, they did a little bit later. And yeah, we finally have technology unlocked. So that will be. Oh my god. I just suddenly have to burp for some whatever reason, but that will be. I'm going to have to end this episode here, and I'm going to go ahead and see what happened by the next time. But holy moly, lots of things have happened. We only made 2 episodes, but I only made like 2 turns, but I had to do a lot of turns, and my mouth is already aching from how much I talk. But yeah, we're going to look into research and technology and also more political decisions and more turns in the next episode. So as always, like, favorite, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. That cover will cover. Come on! Come on! And yes! Oh my god!